Welcome to Gene's Reviews, where I basically do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody. Okay, this video today is called 10 Scary Videos Even Your Skeptic Friends Can't Dismiss. Are you guys, any of you skeptics? Do you not believe, or are you just kind of on the fence? According to this video, you're gonna be a believer. So let's check it out.
Number 10. The Possessed Girl. The Indian school in this scary video echoes whispers of paranormal events witnessed by both students and staff. But this one incident involving a possessed girl took the creepiness factor to a whole new level. Take a look.
Whoa!
How in the fresh hell did she manage to defy gravity? Sure, it does look like an epileptic seizure.
Yeah,
but the way she seemed to levitate for a brief moment just didn't look right. The guys were trying to prevent her from hitting her head, but none of them seemed to be pulling her body that high in the air.
No.
The comments section was filled with paranormal believers and even skeptics struggling to find an explanation for this one. Many claimed she'd been possessed by something sinister, but one thing worth noting was how everyone looked shocked when her body jolted up. What could have gripped her so hard that it baffled the entire class, including the teacher?
The only thing I could think of is if they've got
Let us know
connected to something on the roof, but I don't see any strings or anything.
Number 9.
Well, that's bizarre.
County Jail.
That's weird.
The Old Lake County Jail is more known for its ghostly hauntings than the famous inmates it had, even the well-known bank robber John Dillinger. The jail is so dreaded that it's been dubbed the most haunted location in Indiana, with apparitions in the cells, disembodied footsteps, and the whole spooky shebang. But the guys from the YouTube channel, Afterlife Sessions, took on a revelatory expedition
gotta check that channel out.
And documented nothing short of spooky
Write that
events.
down for me.
Take a look.
George Catafurs. Was he in this cell block? He rammed his head into these bars and fractured his skull too.
I hear walking.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where at?
Did you hear footsteps in there?
No.
It was over this way.
After hearing footsteps from one of the hallways, they decided to investigate further, but that's when they encountered something that sent a chill down their spine.
I bet it was really hard during these warm summer nights to relax. Not only were you in jail, it's hot up here. There's no ventilation, no air conditioning.
Okay.
A tall, shadowy figure can be seen as the camera pans across the room. But that could have been anyone.
It could have been
right?
a reflection too.
Well, it's not the first time it happened though. When they first visited this haunted location, they also captured a shadowy figure, but it was inside the locked prison cell, which was inaccessible. Although they didn't see the figure until they started editing the video, the guy with the camera reported feeling dizzy as he walked past the cell, and something had tipped him over to his side. Apparently, at that time, things got pretty dark. He even woke up with 15 scratches on his back. And since the jail has a haunting history, the subtlety of these shadow people sightings adds more credibility to the footage, with many of their viewers believing this to be real paranormal evidence. But what do you think? Really haunted? Or another cheap shot at internet fame? Let us know your thoughts.
I don't know, I think that one could be. That first one still got me though.
Farting ghost.
I don't know on that one. I don't know how they did that.
For you. These videos have been making the rounds across multiple paranormal channels, passing them as potentially real to their audiences. But there's something about this account that just doesn't sit well with us, and that is the name itself, Gassy, the Farting Ghost. It has to be a parody, right? Why are people taking it seriously? Guess it's time to find out.
Well, so far I haven't seen anything that can't be done with fishing line, so... Doors opening, that's typical.
Okay, must admit, we've seen videos uploaded by self-proclaimed serious paranormal investigators looking more fake than this one, despite the Farting Ghost name being a dead giveaway. But hey, maybe he really lives with a smelly Casper. Let's dig a little deeper then. After scouring the internet for information about this guy, we found that he has a Twitch account named Bearded Truth, and a YouTube channel, Ultimate Gamer. So, as expected, the Farting Ghost is nothing more than a hoax or parody by someone who knew a thing or two about video editing. We have to give it to him though, he did a good job making some of these videos look real. Other paranormal channels will probably continue to show you his genuine looking clips without showing you the blatantly fake ones, but now you know.
My house is haunted by a farting ghost.
Yeah, that was just someone goofing off. I was skeptical of that one from the start because it's just typical stuff that you see all the time.
Gassy the Farting Ghost seems to be a little camera shy as most objects were thrown off camera. Number 7. The Apparition. After years of investigating haunted places, Chrysella Luna had plenty of opportunities to risk bringing something attached to her into the once quiet home she lived in. But it's only when she started hearing strange noises that she decided to research her house's history, only to find out that the previous owner, an elderly lady, had passed away inside the house and remained there for 3 whole days until someone eventually found her body. One night, while home alone, Chrysella heard what sounded like somebody moaning. In an attempt to debunk this, she started recording and checked the windows to prove the sound wasn't coming from there. But as she pans the camera around, someone, or something, decides to make a creepy appearance. Take a look.
La ventana está cerrada y esto que está pasando no es normal. De verdad me siento muy nerviosa. ¡Efi! Ay, otra vez. Otra vez, aquí atrás de mí. ¡Efi! Ay, Efi, por acá andas. Voy a apagar la luz. Yo estoy muy nerviosa y ya me voy a ir. Creo que esta noche no me voy a quedar aquí. Pero sí quería grabar este video. Y lo que está pasando no es normal. No es normal y sé que aquí murió una persona hace muchos años, ya me habían contado esa historia. ¡Efi! ¡Efi! ¡Vámonos! Vámonos. Pero quería compartirlo con ustedes. Después, quiero hacer un video para traer uno de los especialistas, alguien que me
I saw it
acompañe
faintly.
para ver qué es lo que hay aquí.
Sure they'll show it
Estamos
again.
siempre expuestos a cargar con este tipo de energías. Estoy escuchando ruidos ahí atrás.
What looks like a creepy apparition can be seen walking in the background, and she
Yeah.
didn't even notice it until she checked the footage later. The way it moves seems just like a person walking away, but could this have been the apparition of the elderly lady who passed away in the house?
Could be
Or is
because
there something Chrysella
it
isn't
wasn't
telling us?
real bold
Without
and
being there
everything.
to
It was
prove
kind
it,
of
and considering the eerie vibes coming from the supposed apparition, it's hard to debunk this one.
yeah, it
We've
is.
seen great videos from Chrysella before, which we couldn't explain either, so we'll leave this one up to you. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments.
Could
Number
be.
6.
That
Sighting
first
in
one's still the
Northumberland.
best.
While hiking somewhere in Northumberland, Ernesto and his friends spotted something so creepy they wish they had brought their spare brown pants with them. Take a look. Just as they enjoyed the beach view, this eerie figure trots out of the bushes and heads towards them, making them immediately take to their heels. Could this have been an alien, as they seem to think? It looks more like a shadow weirdo than anything else,
Yeah.
but maybe they got their friend to wear a morph suit and it was all planned. There seemed to be a strange aura around the shadow
does,
figure,
it
though,
seems-
which, from a paranormal believer's perspective, could be perceived as an energy field coming from the entity. But on the skeptical side, it could also come from some poor masking, resulting in visible artifacts around the CGI figure.
That's what I
Which
think.
one sounds more plausible to you? Let us know.
I think it's
Number
CGI.
5,
Let me know what you think.
Bedroom ghost.
It made me jump a
While
little
Reddit
bit.
user High Stakes Gal slept in one of her bedrooms, her CCTV caught something that made her thank the stars for not spending the night in the other bedroom that day. Take a look. Bet you missed it,
Yeah.
didn't you? An apparition was caught leaving one of her bedrooms, seemingly in
okay.
search of her in the other room. The timestamp remained unaltered, and the subtle nature of the figure makes this footage all the more creepy. But what if it was someone else in the house going for a midnight snack? Although she claimed to be the only one in the house at the time. Could that have been the ghost of a close relative checking on her? Or something far more sinister? What do you think?
It's another one that you
Number
really
4,
can't
the
dismiss,
Ghoul Mart.
but it's not.
As it would turn out, when
definitive.
we humans are done shopping in malls and supermarkets, some other entities come out to shop or give the place a total makeover, just like this. It's a common theme for storekeepers to find items on the floor when they resume work in the morning. But is this what supermarket ghosts get up to when no one's looking? Or is this old-ass video part of a much longer publicity stunt? No idea, but one thing's
I don't
for
know.
sure. The supermarket knows how to keep its customers on their haunted toes. Number 3. The Ferguson Grave. This next video was sent to our email by our awesome viewer Julie W. And boy is it creepy. YouTuber Midwest Ghost Hunter visited a cemetery believed to have been haunted by the angry ghost of a little boy and some phantom hounds. He brought this toy to make friends with the spirit, but the response he got
I
sent
think I've
chills
seen
down
this
his spine.
guy.
Listen carefully.
I said it there for you. If you like that teddy bear, could you move it? Could you move its arm? Just to keep in mind that the wind is blowing, and that is what's causing that to move.
Obviously.
A bow on him. I'll put this K2 meter next to him too. Oops, I almost knocked him over. You don't have to be shy. I'd just like to be friends with ya. Would you like to be friends? I thought I heard something.
When he asked if the ghost wanted to be friends, he heard a sound, and if you listen closely, it sounded like the voice of a little boy saying no. But was it really
Yeah.
a ghost? After hearing the voice, he decided to check out the tree lines where he had a camera ready to catch the black phantom dogs that visitors had reported seeing dispersing into the tree lines when approached. But that was when he heard a dog-like whimper behind the trees.
What?
Could this urban legend be true? His next encounter might be the proof we needed. Take a look.
I feel like I feel you moving around. What? Oh my God! That was right back here. That was from behind me. Holy.
I think this is the guy.
You want me to leave?
I think this is the guy I did a week or so
Welcome
ago that was so over the
I
top
am
that I didn't
shook
believe him.
by what sounds like a little boy's voice saying,
I hear it, but I
"There's
don't
no
believe it.
reason
I don't
for
believe
a
this one.
child's voice to be heard from anywhere, for I was completely alone in this cemetery."
When he returned to the boy's unmarked grave, he heard its voice again, telling him to go away. But when he took a picture in the same direction where the voices came from, his camera captured something downright chilling. Take a look.
Between these two trees, you can see this strange face-like anomaly peering out.
It's called
Its height is rather
pareidolia, I
short,
think.
much like a young child. In the photo taken after it, you can see that the face has completely vanished. All three of these captures line up with the description of the ghostly boy, leading me to believe more and more in this urban legend.
The face of a small child can be seen peeking from behind a tree. At that moment, one of his cameras mysteriously shuts off, and as he investigates the occurrence, the doll gets tipped over by something he assumed to be the ghost of that boy. A huge thank you to our viewer Julie W for suggesting this video. Found a scary video that you'd like us to feature?
Yeah, that's
Send us
the
the link
same
on
guy that
Facebook,
I did it
Twitter,
a
or
couple weeks
Instagram
ago.
at Goose
We had one of his
Pimples YT.
clips.
Also, don't forget to
I
subscribe
didn't believe
and click
it
the
then,
bell
and
icon
I'm
to get a notification
not sure I
for
really
all our
believe
new
it
scary
now.
compilations. Number 2. Teleportation Portal. In the busy streets of an undisclosed city, a CCTV camera captured some creepy footage that will make you doubt our reality. Take a look. A man was seen coming out of what must be some sort of invisible teleportation portal in broad daylight. Or so you'd think, right? Well, the thing is, if you look closely at the sidewalk to the left, you'll notice it's shifted slightly too.
What do you mean?
Did you catch
No.
it? Almost as if the video is edited. But what were they trying to hide? Although we can never prove for a fact that there's software masking at play here, we can assume.
I'm
And
sure
what we
that
assume
it's...
is that the man was likely edited out of the
Yeah.
video and only returned when he crossed over to the walkway.
Right.
But what do you think? Debunked? Or maybe it wasn't an editing glitch? Maybe it was an actual glitch in the Matrix? Whatever tickles your pickles.
I think
But be sure to let us know in the comments.
Editing glitch, definitely. I
Number
don't
1.
think that's real at all.
Ghost in the Hall. On a rather quiet night, YouTuber James McLean9598 noticed some disturbances in his home and decided to find out what it could be. But what he found was a chaotic cocktail that would have you calling for your mama. Take a look.
I've been hearing shit all night. See?
The end of the hall. Hello?
Jesus Christ!
Someone, or something, was playing the guitar in the other room, and as he made his presence known, it came after him, making his sweat run cold. While the poor quality of the video could have made it easy to hide any strings, all the stories we hear daily about real people having to deal with stuff like this should be enough to fill the chicken skin with goose pimples. Here's a playlist full of creepy stuff caught on camera for you to enjoy.
Well, that was interesting. I liked watching that one. I like seeing stuff that I have never seen before, and I hadn't seen any of those clips. That very first one, though. I don't know about that one. The way that her back was bent as she raised up into the air, I don't know how anyone could do that. Other than if there was like cables or something that were strapped to her, raising her up. Let me know what you think. That's the only way I could see it being done, other than if it was a actual possession. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Now it's time for a joke. What do you call two computers that are in love with each other? Members of the chat LGBT community.